Good morning, Incarnate Word. I'm here with Greg and Anne-Marie. I can never say their last name properly, so I'll let them say it for you. But you never really know what one of them is ever going to say, so I'm looking forward to what pours forth today from this little interview.
So it's Greg and Anna Marie Maturowski, Father, just so you know for future reference.
All right, thank you. I'll repay. Maybe I'll make that my ringtone.
I had to ask when we got married. He said, think about mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so she says Maturowski, which is still wrong. But,
okay,
you know,
but close to right.
After all these years, I guess I just live in grin and bear it. So.
Yeah, I'm glad you kept her. Yeah. So speaking of that, how long have you guys been married?
Oh boy, 28, 29?
28.
28 years.
Okay.
No, well, October will be 29.
Some of them have been happy.
All right, yeah. Well, you're just, some people do their purgatory here on earth, so I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying, yeah, some people do. So you have kids too, right?
We have 4 daughters, all through Incarnate Word, and some of them living here right now temporarily. Throughout the crisis, we've
3 are home.
3 are home right now. The 4th one went back to school, or her apartment at school, but working from home. So we have my one daughter works for a division of one of the companies I work for. So we have the largest office within the company. We may comprise of 2 people.
That's great. Yeah, that's good.
So it has created some logistics with Wi-Fi and broadband capabilities and everything. But we all have our space, and it's been interesting. Some people talk about this is a great time for families and being at home with the kids. I miss my empty nester time. I'm looking forward to when they're gone and on their own, which hopefully will be sooner rather than later.
Sure.
But it's been great. It's
been nice.
It's been great. Yeah, I feel safer with them being around, and we get on each other's nerves, but they're adults and they have their opinions. And
yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't be right if they were perfectly content to stay at home. That would be more worrisome, probably.
I am annoying based on what they tell me. So, but we have come to the conclusion: if one of us must die, the consensus is mom's going first.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm glad that's settled. Yeah.
You didn't know that, did you?
Well, let's not try to cause that. How long have you guys been at Incarnate Word?
Since '99, since we moved here, right?
Yeah, we moved here on September 1st, 1999.
Yeah,
and school was starting the next day. I mean, it was very frantic.
Yeah,
it was, but it was our choice to go to Incarnate was predicated on Annie calling the neighbors and seeing that the Twomans had 8 kids. So of course that had to be a good source of information.
Sure.
And so that's what prompted us to move in the neighborhood and join the parish immediately. That was Bishop Herman was the pastor at that time. Yeah. So
that's great. Well, what's the first thing you guys are going to do individually when this quarantine's over?
I'm probably going to shave.
Okay.
What do you? Or not? She likes it.
It really doesn't bother me. I will probably have fun dinners with my girlfriends.
Okay, great.
Lots of girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I you know what? The quarantine doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm okay being at home. I really don't like people, so it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah. Great. So then is there one thing you've improved on during this time of seclusion? Like, have you gotten good at something, or has an old vice just sort of popped up that we need to do a prayer of exorcism with?
The first thing that pops up, no prayer of exorcisms. That would take too long. But I will say that I have perfected the art of 4 sheets of toilet paper, and I'm trying to stress it to my girls.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll pray for you.
I've never thought I would be able to do this. I think I'm pretty patient, but with this, I feel I've improved my patience.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree. All kidding aside, yeah. I think I'm the one who's sort of short-tempered at times, but I sense and there's a level of backing off and trying to compromise a lot more in you and in me. I think that's what's been the biggest
compromise
thing.
Compromise
more. Mm-hmm. That's great.
And flying off the
and prayer. Yeah. And prayer.
Yeah.
The one thing I did return to was I'd say the rosary every day now.
Mm-hmm.
Daily prayer.
Daily prayer. Yeah.
We like the IW Mass.
I love as I mentioned to you, Father, before, the sermons have you guys have cranked it up a notch. They're really good, really good.
Well, thank you. Your check's in the mail. Well,
criticisms
yeah.
are there too. You catch
Yeah, right.
those.
So if you were gonna have the priest over for dinner tonight, based on what you have in the house, what would you make us?
Ooh,
Tons.
we got pasta.
Split pea soup I
Okay,
made.
all right.
It's sort of, it's not soup. It's sort of like a brick.
Brick.
Okay, yeah.
So split pea soup, and
We made pasta sauce.
we made pasta sauce last night, and the girls
We
made
had
fresh
banana,
pasta.
banana pecan chocolate chip bread. We still have some of that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're pretty stocked. Other than we can't get ribs, so you're not going to get ribs.
Oh,
Okay.
No ribs.
All right.
No other meat. That's what else? That's it. That's all we got.
Bread. I tried to make bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's one thing, as we wrap this up, what's one thing you'd say you're grateful to God for today?
Annie?
One thing that what? Repeat.
One thing that you're grateful to God for today.
Oh, grateful to God. To the beautiful weather. The sky's been so much clearer with the pandemic and people staying home. I'm more in tune with nature, loving the trees and the fresh air.
Sure.
I just value my family and friends being around and just having more or less stress in that regard, more stress work-wise, but just the ability to have conversations with friends and neighbors that maybe we didn't always have before or time for. So just every moment, appreciative of every moment, because these are unprecedented times. I mean, we don't know what tomorrow holds, so you gotta just appreciate what you have today, and whatever happens. If it's God's will, it's God's will.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't buy into any of the nonsense. Well, it's a whole political discussion. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're grateful that you guys are at Incarnate Word and glad that you're healthy and well. And thanks for letting me come
Thank
and
you.
ask
Thank
you a few
Father.
questions.
Thank you.
Do you know
Thank
what
you.
to say?
All right.